Hello, Libra Man. This is Grand Madam with your post-solar eclipse reading. Now, I am using in your pre-shuffle the cards from the Wisdom of the House of Night deck. They are oracle cards, and they give me the energy that's surrounding you at this time. They are beauty. Let's try it this way. Beauty, which is about feminine energy or a woman. The Grove, which I call Happy Acres. It can oftentimes be rehab. I call it Happy Acres because asylums are usually much more beautifully landscaped than a rehab clinic. But it could just be a beautiful place of rest and relaxation, like a retreat. Here's meditation. Lust is an issue. Cards at the bottom of the deck are chaos, vision, and honesty. And here is message of fulfillment. Now, the way that reads to me is though some of you, especially you younger Libra men out there, may have developed a lust addiction, and it has created problems to the point where you may have to go into rehab for this. Someone may also be hospitalized. Either way, a woman is involved. Now, the reason I can look at the Grove and picture a nice, clean, quiet retreat out in the middle of nowhere is with the card of meditation. But right next to that, I have the lust card. So that says sex addiction to me. And it's like created some major problems for some of you. All right? Now, I'm going to put these cards to the side. And we're going to get into this reading. But from what it looks like to me, when the solar eclipse made its appearance, there were some issues of sex addiction that surfaced. Okay? And that's what it is, sex addiction. Some of you have been able to manage it because you are fully aware that you have this issue and you go into meditation. Some of you have been really brokenhearted or caught in a whirlwind of problems and you have gone on retreat. And for others of you, the woman in your life has gone on a solo retreat to get away from the situation completely and to get herself healed. Also, Spirit has told me they're using the term vision quest or walkabout like they do in Australia, which is also going into retreat. It's a spiritual retreat where you very well may be just going on a hiking trip to get into the nature, walking in the mountains to clear your spirit. Okay? Which tells me you've been into one heck of a situation here, Libra Man. So let's see what this is all about. Whenever there is retreat, that means it's time for relaxation and meditation. Not going there to have fun. Going there to heal your soul. Because it's been fractured. So let's see, what is this about? What is this about for the Libra Man? And for some of you, you may have gone to a men's group, a men's convention type thing. So let's see what this is about. Overall energy of the reading. Yeah, look at this. Wow. 9 of Swords, anxiety, cannot sleep at night. Regarding, here we go, relationship. 2 of Cups. It could be the beginning of a new relationship. But I doubt if that would have you in moving on into a retreat if it's a beginning of a relationship. But many of you are in the King of Cups space now of high emotions. And you can't break it down. In the past, there was a festive occasion. You were pitching a tent with this person. Some people even may have even had a wedding or had planned a wedding to be with this person. And then either you left or they left abruptly and quickly. What's brought that all about? Here's King of Pentacles energy. This is the energy of the businessman, the business owner, someone who works very well with figures, numbers, and money. And here again, Four of Swords is the card of what? This is the Grove in the Rider-Waite deck. This is retreat. Retreat and meditation. So for some of you, you were left behind before a man who has money. Concern is the Ace of Cups, new love. Trying to hold on, Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on to what you have. Some of you are trying to hold on to your soul. Well, you are soul. Two of Wands, you must go in a different direction. You must go, but you're not sure which direction to take. So you're going to just wait a while, which makes sense because you're already experiencing a heavy emotional burden. This is also dealing with passion. This is the Ten of Wands. All those sticks of passion are heavy burdens to carry. And that's for some of those who have multiple women, multiple love interests. Yeah, and because of those multiple love interests and the burdens that you were carrying, this is an opportunity. An offer was made, but it's being mulled over for some. It's being absolutely rejected by others. And for others, it's absolutely ignored. And look, because it was thought of as a manipulation. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Here we go again. This goes back to the sex addiction. Too daggone many cups. Too many people. Too many people. The Seven of Cups is the card of options. However, 6 of those cups are poisonous. And only 1 cup is good for you. And that's your mental challenge. How to choose. Well, you can't because you have too much influence from all the other cups. Burdensome and all these poisons. And that's why you're so burdened. It's to the point where you're beginning to feel that, love is a joke. You won't find it because you're dealing with so much of this. And your emotional challenge is trying to find a place of peace. And that goes back to happy acres or going on retreat again, meditation. Now you want to make a commitment. And now you want a stable relationship. And I'm afraid the choices you made, they weren't even an option for a stable, secure relationship. Why? Because you're going back to this. And you take a good look at that card. I don't even know what's in this one because it's covered up. Too many options. Too many people in your sex life. Now you're all screwed up. Did I say it? I didn't mean to say it quite like that. But basically that's what happens. That's what it is. And see at the bottom of the deck, we have a lot of hidden stuff going on with the moon. And yet here you are. You're supposed to be a man who demands facts. King of Swords. But you're not getting any. You're getting a bunch of illusions. And this is your lesson. Learn what is real as opposed to what is fake. Or what is just an illusion. Hey, you want... Knight of Swords. Now you want to question somebody. Was it real? Was it... Well, this is an interrogation card. Because all this aggressive mental activity is getting ready to pour out on someone. You're trying to protect yourself with the Seven of Wands. Because there have been some changes. Dramatic change has occurred with this. And this could very easily be a Libra woman, the Empress. or Taurus female. But the Wheel of Fortune has changed everything. Oh boy, Libra men. Let's see. Okay, where do we go? Let's take a look. I want to see what the Lenormands have to say about all of this. Because basically, you want love now. You want stability. You want a stable relationship that you can, with a partner who you can build with. And you cannot find that. With all those options, you cannot find that anywhere. What is the message to the Libra man, Lenormands? What would you like to say to the Libra man? I would say, if you can't go on that spiritual retreat, meditate at home on the question, what should you have in a partner, the best partner for you? What are the qualities? And then try to call in your soulmate through your prayers and affirmations or mantras if you use them. Because you can't always go on YouTube looking for advice, because some of these folks, I've looked at some of these male dating advice channels and I'm going, where did these people come from? Because not only is their advice shady, basically it's just repeating the scenario you just got out of. And then you have those men who are just walking away from women or walking away from feminine energy. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. Some of those people trying to teach you how to do are just as wounded as you are. They haven't figured it out. So how can they tell you what to do? How can they advise you? I was watching one when someone said 95% of the women ain't blip. I'm like, oh my God. That's not helpful. So, from the Lenormands, we have, somebody gambled on the tree of life. Somebody gambled away. Somebody gambled away their life. Wow. Now we have a mountain of obstacles trying to find the sun's happiness and success. Oh, good gracious. And now, for some of you trying to get back home, layers and layers of boundaries have been erected so that you're going to have to jump through hoops, over hedges, and do all kinds of tricks in that trying to get back in. Oh. Some of you have sent messages. Some of you have received written messages like text messages or emails. And some of you, my darlings, unfortunately have been served papers. And I'd hate to say it, but your approach at love was childish at best. And that's what the failure was. You know, get some books. I would say get some books. And if you can on YouTube, find certified dating coaches. Certified. Some very well may have master's degrees in this. Others may just have certification in this. Others, it's even better when you're dealing with a psychotherapist who is a PhD regarding this. And some even, I don't know what your religious persuasion is or your spiritual persuasion is. Some of the reverends on there, some of the pastors, they have some good information for you. Because this right here speaks volumes. What this tells me is that there were illusions. You fell for the illusions, and that's the moon card. Very immature. Illusions of love. Fantasies, the stuff that movies are made of. And let me tell you, brothers, this. The stuff you see in movies are not real. That's just, make people feel good, especially it's aimed at women. To make women feel good and spend more money. All right. And here's the Grove again. Oh, good gosh. Okay, if you must go. If you must go on that male retreat, that spiritual retreat, make sure it's by a certified or some type of legitimate leader who is experienced in such things. Do you Google research these people? Research, and I'm telling you, even if they have the degrees in psychology, if you can dip into their personal lives to see if they're married or they're in solid relationships, because if they have 2 or 3 different divorces, they're not the people for you to listen to. Okay, my darlings? Because what's happening here, I love this idea. This is the Grove in the Lenormand deck, Park-like. This is where you go for your meditation, and this is the wheat. This is the whip that separates the wheat from the shaft. Separates what is useful from what is not useful. Okay? That is what you're going to have to do. Cards at the bottom of the deck are open. See, playing games. Playing games. In and out of solid. Some of you have been playing in and out, that in and out game when you had solid relationships. And here's an anchor. You think that marriage is going to pull you down, or a solid relationship is going to weigh you down? Well, it's supposed to. It's supposed to weigh you down to keep your feet flat on the ground so you don't go riding off half-cocked into distractions that can destroy you. That's the name of the game. That's what it's about. Okay? All right, Libra Man, I do believe that the best information, the best advice for you is to go to those spiritual retreats or to the Grove and get into some heavy meditation. 15 minutes is okay. It's best an hour. Get away from the stimulus of the city or the stuff you're used to be dilly-dallying in, and take some time to search within. That's the purpose. And once you find out what's inside of you, it's going to blow your mind. And what's inside of you is the divine. If you don't believe in the divine, it's a space there that's going to show you the world is not what you thought it was, and neither are you. Okay? And when you come out of that space, not only will you be feeling peaceful, renewed, hopeful, I can pretty much guarantee you'll look at your life differently, and you'll look at other people differently, and you will look at women differently. Okay? That is your solar eclipse reading, Libra Man. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Grand Madam wishing you much love.